Alrighty, I'm going to do a Surface glove review. These are the Tyros. And I'm going to do a heavy pedal review. These are the Midways. I love both of these gloves. They grip great. They do not slip. They also, during the summer, have not held moisture, so my hands would be dry. The difference between these two, this one by Serfas is a strap and very well stitched. This is a slip-on, looks like a single stitch, and black on black. What I love about Serfas is that the material is great. I've had no problems with it, no slippage. Even though it is a strap, it's still held up. It's held up all summer, early winter, and there's still grip padding, which is great. And right there, little pull-offs, great. Love them. Now the Serfas, now the heavy pedal, my bad. The heavy pedal, pull over, single stitch. I've had it rip within I had a rip on this one within 2 days of using it. And a single stitch padding's great on this too as well. If you've noticed between the two that heavy pedal has a padding all the way across, and Serfas has padding here and here. There's no gray spot. Well, as I was riding, using them both, I realized that gray spot means something. So when I wore these, the heavy pedal Midways, my middle finger and index finger would not cramp. When I wore these, my middle finger and my index finger would cramp. So it made a big difference, that little area. And the crazy part about this is when I rode these, the Serfas Tyros, they kept slipping downward into my palm. Well, with these, the Midways wouldn't. So it was pretty neat to see the difference. I love both of them, for sure. Use them both, and they've held up through the summer. These held up halfway through the summer. These held up through real good. And the padding's perfect. You know, some padding gets flat and you start feeling it in your palm. Nope, not even. But you can tell by the different brands, the stitching and the padding and how it's all done up. Heavy pedal, most of it's single stitched, as Serfas, double stitched, triple stitched maybe, does not fall apart, and great. I love it. And I actually like using the colored gloves more, because when I'm out riding, people see which way my hand signals are. With these, since it's black on gray, rarely see them, but it's there. If I would love to, I would marry the two together. I would have the double, triple stitching of the Serfas with the full padding of heavy pedal, pull over style, and material wise, I would take the Serfas over the heavy pedal. But as of lately, I've been using these due to riding here. That little bit makes a big difference. And I do use my Serfas ones too when I do a little occasional ride. But when I'm all out, I'm using heavy pedals due to that little bit, so my hands don't cramp. And I'm clocking about 40 miles, 25 miles, and I love them. But yeah, these are great. You know, good starting glove, great glove. Have not fell apart, no issues whatsoever. The flattening of the padding has not flattened out in the palms. The pullovers are still there. No tearing at all. for almost like a full year using these. Half a summer, 2 days. Boom. And they're extra large. Both of them are extra large. I got some pretty big hands. But overall, these are both great gloves. And I love them. I would love to marry the two one day. Because they both have pros and they both have cons. But they do great. The Serfas gloves, used them in a few of the races, alley cat races. Held up perfect. Cannot complain. Sorry for the hair. I got little cats. But love it. Perfect. But yeah, that little bit right in there means a big difference right in here. Let me know what gloves you've tried and what gloves you prefer. Whether it be full fingered, short, heavy padding, no padding, or just no gloves at all. This is the Fat Cyclist saying thank you for watching, and I'll be putting out more.